Homeroom Guidance, Decoding the Secrets of Better Study Habits. Magiging problema ba natin yan? Hello? Yan.
Yung ulam mo po. Kaya na po to.
Kainin mo. Okay. So, ayan, narinig niyo ako. Okay po. Dapat ang gagamitin ko ay YouTube. Kaya lang baka, mag-react yung ibang mga ka-YouTube ni ma'am. Kaya, Facebook muna tayo, Facebook. O, shout out sa ating klase 10 Aristotle. Yan, naririnig daw po ako. Nababasa naman. Ayan po. So, salamat naman at ako'y naririnig ninyo. So, our lesson, hide ko nga muna, Ire. Okay. Learning objectives. So, in this lesson, at the end of this module, you are expected to, number 1, describe the importance of developing study habits. 2, justify the value of study habits designed as a tool in achieving optimum learning in school. And number 3, realize your effective and ineffective study habits. So for 10 Aristotle, I have no doubt that you have your good study habits. But let's face it, sometimes we do have some ineffective study habits because of some other activities at home or maybe extracurricular activities or the games that we are having. Tama po ba? I just read Emma Bell saying, written na, opo. Sabi po niya, opo. Okay, let's go. So let's try this. And makikita ko yung mga sagot ninyo dito sa comments. Let's try this. Recall and write a situation where you were so happy, proud, and satisfied with your school performance. It can be a high rating for a well-done project, wonderful performance task, group work, or even a high score in exams in the previous grade levels or quarters. Kailan po ba yon? Alalahanin natin yung talagang super proud ka sa sarili mo. Parang you will make a tap on your shoulder, sabihin mo, you did well, you did well. Try to remember your feelings, reactions, and if there were simple celebrations or acts of joy you had. For example, ako, nakakuha ko na mataas na exam. Ako ang pinakamataas sa math. Wow, math! Math is my Achilles heel. Tapos nakakuha ko na mataas doon. So ang ilalagay ko ay, syempre, Eloisa, you were very good. So magano ka? What's this? At tawag ito, you deserve a good chocolate cake. Ganon. But ayaw umayos ng aking chat. Okay. Pero I'll be looking at your answers. Are you answering now? Are you answering now? Sige nga po, kailan po kaya iyon na kayo ay nakaranas? Kailan yung nakaranas kayo na na talagang super proud kayo? Apo, na-accept ko na po si Remy. Okay na po. Ayan. Kailan po yun? Na sinabi mo sa sarili mo, job well done, Rosemary, job well done, Shirley Ann. Tingin ko nga sa ating chat, sabi dyan, you write it on a piece of paper, but this time, we can use the comment section. Kasi tayo lang naman na makakabasa nito, dito lang yung mga nasa group lang natin. Dito po lalagay. Dito na po lalagay. Tayo lang makakabasa nito, tayo lang. This is private group. Hindi man tayo private school, but we have private group. Are you answering? Are you answering? Grade 7, nakagraduate ng matiwasay with honors nang di inaasahan. Yan po ang sagot ni Patricia Nicole Maca. Very good, congratulations. Emabel, noong nag-opera po kami sa MAPE, ma'am. Oh, wait, may hehehe talaga. Ano kayang nangyari dun sa opera? Ano? Nung nanalo po kaming best group sa AP8, sobrang unexpected po iyon, sabi po ni Rosmin. And, opo, naririnig po. Hindi nag-update ito. Ayan. Naka-pending, na-accept ko na si Remy Joy. Remy, mag-comment ka nga. Nanalo po sa MTAP. Wow, congratulations, nanalo sa MTAP. Grade 3 nung first time nakakahuli ng line of 9. Ay ngayon, wala bang line of 9 ngayon? Paulanan natin ng line of 9 si Ella May Lavinia. Ma'am, nung nakasama po ako sa With Honors last year. Congratulations sa With Honors last year. Oy, JM, may message ako sa'yo, ah. Okay. Ayan na, ayun. Welcome naman, Remy. Buti nakapasok ka na dito. Asan na yung mga sagot ng iba? Mama, nag-perform po namin yung sayaw ng maayos. Sa MAPE kaya ito, Blessy Rave? Naranasan ko po yun nung nanalo po sa photojournalism po. Di po ako makapaniwala nun kasi unang sali ko po, tsaka late pa ako nun. Okay, sabi ni Kate, yeah. Minsan talaga yung mga pitik na hindi mo inaasahan sa photojourn, yun ang nagpapanalo sa'yo. Shirley Ann, grade 8, nung recognition day po, umakyat po ng stage kasama ang friends. So, masaya talaga yon. Friendship tayo, tapos lahat tayo ay with honors. Magkaroon ng honors. Yan ang ating mga achievements. So, talagang big deal sa atin yung tayo ay nasa MAPE. Masaya kasi talaga. Lalo na ngayon, may MAPE kayo. Kay Golosino, nanalo sa poster making contest sa ibang school. Oy, hindi lang mga schoolmates ang kalaban, pati mga taga-ibang school kinalaban ni Mike Adrian. Third place, bronze medalist, table tennis 2016. Dapat may picture yan. So, ang dami. Lahat tayo ay may mga achievements. How did you feel after the activity? So, pagkatapos ninyong balikan, yung mga achievements ninyo, yung mga activities niyo na deserving kayo ng a good tap on your shoulders, anong pakiramdam? What made the situation possible? Paano nyo narating yung pagkakataon na yun? Paano nyo nagawa yung mga bagay na yun na nanalo kayo, nakapagsayaw kayo ng maayos, and what specific things or action did you do to be in that moment? Meron ba kayong mga pagsasanay na ginawa? Meron bang mga ritual na isinagawa para maging maayos, para maging maganda, para manalo kayo, o kaya ay makapag-perform ng maayos? Let me see your answers on the comments. Are you answering now? Okay. Oopsie. Uy, ano nangyari? May napindot ako na hidden ko yung sagot ni ni Jermaine. Unhide. Ayan. Nag-perform kami last year kahit olats, okay lang, kakaprab pa rin kaming Aristotle. Oo naman, nakakakaba kasi mga performances. Ano? So, how did you feel after the activity? Did you feel excited? Kabado pa rin, pero tapos na? Did you feel proud? Or did you feel ashamed hanggang ngayon? Parang, ayaw, nabalikan nyo, nakakahiya. Mga ganong bagay. Okay, so let's continue. Baka natatagalan lang yung mga sagot, hindi ko lang agad nababasa. Okay, sagot po ni Kate, ni Princess Kate Mira, sobrang saya po at nakaka-proud. Hard work po sa lahat ng bagay. Tama. Nakaka-proud naman po talaga yun. Opo. Okay, now let us have another activity to help you further discover the importance of having a good study habits or methods. This is called Me and My Study Habits. By the way, children, have you opened up, have you read your module in Homeroom Guidance, yung module 1? Kasi yung nandito sa lesson na to is yun yung nandun sa module 1 and last night lang po kami nasabihan na we will make kaming mga advisors pala ang gagawa rin ng PowerPoint kaya medyo na-late din po si ma'am. Okay, so me and my study habits. There are ups and downs in a student's life. There are times that you get your desired grades and there are times that you feel you're not making it. In the past 9 or 10 years of schooling, try to reflect and write your personal study habits. Classify them as effective and ineffective based on your experiences. So for example, ito yun make 2 columns on a piece of paper. Then you will write effective study habits and ineffective study habits. So for effective study habits, for me, I will write taking down notes using color coded pens. Kasi for example, during review or during the exam, I'm trying to recall what ball pen I used in writing that topic. Did I use black pen, red? Did I underline it? Nagdoodle-doodle ba ako doon? Ineffective study habits is naniwala ko dito, hihigaan mo daw yung use your book as your unan. Tapos, the content of the book will transfer into your brain daw. Yeah, naniwala si ma'am daw. So, what is your answer? Just give me one effective study habit and one ineffective study habit that you do. Okay, I am reading some of your answers while I'm waiting also for your answers here in your effective and ineffective study habits. Erica Franco answered, great kasi po despite those struggles, nakamit po namin ang achievements namin. Hard work and courage, prayer, trust, and hard work. Okay, good. Ngayon ko lang nabasa. Good morning po, Emma Bell. Good morning din. Very happy. Haba po ng happy. Kasi pagkakasulat ni Patricia Pem Odo is happy. Good morning po with a smiling face. Yan, sabi po ni Rosmin. Okay, I am looking for your answers. Just give me one effective study habit and one ineffective study habit. Ma'am, kapag every quarter po is nakasama po sa with honors, feeling job well done, ma'am. Oo po, sabi po ni Miss President Aliana. Sagot niya to nun kanina. Ayan. Tapos nung may surprise test po sa AdChem, ang taas ng score ko, maluhalwa po ko noon kasi unexpected. Kaya po binilan ko sarili ko ng ice cream at uwian. Oo, lalo na sa mga ganyan, yung mga chem and math. Tapos physics, yung mga subjects. Nako, you deserve an ice cream if you get a high grade or a high score during exam talaga. Okay, now, effective, gumagawa pa po ng reviewer sa bond paper before exam. That is good. That is good study habits because pag meron kang reviewer, twice or thrice dumadaan sa isip mo yung ano yung information kasi 'di ba babasahin mo. So pag binasa mo dumana sa utak mo. Tapos isusulat mo. So while you are writing, dumadaan ulit siya sa utak mo and then babalikan mo. So during the review, nagaano ulit nai-encrypt ulit sa isip mo yung lesson or yung topic. No, that is a good study habit talaga yung paggawa ng reviewer during exam. Binuhos po namin lahat ng effort na mayroon kami sa katawan, ma'am. Sasayaw po ba to, Emma Bell? Okay, Charles, natapos, ma'am, lahat ng mga requirements. That's good. Nakakatuwa lang, ma'am, na mag-reminisce kasi kahit maliit na bagay, yung never ko malilimutan. O, at saka magbalik experience talaga tayo mga bagay na pag binabalikan natin ay it's either natatawa tayo at natutuwa or nahihiya pero ginawa pala natin yon. Pero alam mo yon, masaya na pagtawanan mo yung sarili mo. Kasi minsan sa buhay parang ay ginawa namin yon. Yes, nagawa ko yon. Naranasan ko po yun nung nanalo ko sa photo. Ayun, nabasa ko na to yung cake na ano yung sa John. Okay, note sa madaling araw para po may maalala. Effective, ayon kay Arabella. Ineffective is cramming. Ineffective pero po minsan gumagana. Alam yun eh, yung cramming na yan kaya gumagana. Ang unawa ko dyan kasi what you call that? Adrenaline system. Our adrenal glands are working. Tapos ano, 'di ba, yung parang crunch time tapos parang feeling mo maubusan ka na pero dahil gumana ang yung nung nagkaroon po ng harana chemist sa school tapos pinagsama-sama po yung band pero band po namin napili sa buo. Okay, pahabol na sagot ko kanina. Okay, very good. So I only have two answers na nabasa at three answers na nabasa sa yung other siguro pahabol na lang. No? I will look back into the answers here in the comment section kasi naglo-loading pa. So, everybody, again, just like what I've said, everybody has his or her own study habits. It depends na lang kung effective or ineffective sa kanya ito. Pero this is what the homeroom guidance module is telling us to do. What are your considerations in classifying your study habits? Paano mo nasabi na yung ginagawa mo ay ineffective? So siguro based on the results of the exam, ano? Do you still have those ineffective study habits with you? Ginagawa mo pa ba yung ineffective study habits? So for sure, kung ineffective, wag na natin gawin. How do you intend to improve your ineffective study habits and overcome the ineffective ones? Okay, so ito yung mga dapat ay ginagawa ang adjustments natin. What are our adjustments? What should we do about those ineffective study habits? Kumbaga, i-reverse natin from being ineffective, let's make it effective. Okay, keep in mind, we have to break free from our faulty study habits. Being a student for almost 9 to 10 years, you must have formed a habit of studying your lessons and accomplishing the school tasks to pass each grade level. So as the year progress, as you progress from grade 1 to grade 10, you are expected to have your own study habit. You have we are expecting, actually the teachers and your parents are expecting that you have your own time schedule for your study habits. Along the way, you got to test what works for you and what's not. So regardless of what your parents or your teachers tells you or teachers tell you to do or to what to do during study time, it's up to you what effective technique you can use. As long as it is effective to you have to use it and you have to follow it, di ba? Everybody has his or her own technique nga naman. It is important for you to be mindful of those patterns that bring you to your academic goals for the school year while try to get rid of those proven to be bad for your school performance. So if you think that that activity or that practice is not good, syempre, di ba, throw away the bad practice and continue using or doing the good or the effective practice that we do. Hence, we want to bring to your attention, the faulty study habits that you might still have in the hope of changing it with a helpful one. So ito yung mga nakita or napansin ng mga study habits na ginagawa ng mga students, and there are suggestions on how you can break free from these study habits. Okay, so number one, studying for the sake of doing it. When was the last time you asked yourself, why am I studying? What do I intend to gain from it? Good grades, a good job later, personal fulfillment, or acceptance in college. You have to clarify your intention or even your motivation because you cannot see the point of studying. It will only make it boring and tedious, nakakapagod. If your intention is clear, then studying can be meaningful for you. So, syempre, 'di ba? We have reasons. Bakit ba tayo nag-aaral? Why do we study? Kasi kailangan ko mag-aral? No. You have to set your goals. So everybody here has goals. I have read from the parents group chat that some parents are looking forward for you, children, to be enrolled in high school. Quezon City Science High School, Marikina Science High School, whatever science high school we might have. Pero ano sila 'di ba? They are after high grades. So how can you go to that school if you didn't have high grades? So how can you get high grades if you do not have good study habits? But how can you get a good grades if you are only studying for the sake of doing it? Nag-aaral ka lang kasi kailangan mong mag-aral. Dapat nag-aaral ka kasi meron kang gustong gawin, meron kang gustong marating. Not only for the good grades, but layuan na natin. Sabi nga, di ba, mangangarap ka na lang, itodo mo na. Hey, may kausap pa ba ako dito? May kausap pa po ba ako? Ayan po, time management, effective, highlight, effective, photographic memory. It's good for you if you have photographic memory. 39/40 kay Priela sa math. Wow, job well done. Kung wala tayong photographic memory, may ano yun, may practice para ma-enhance ang ating photographic memory. Yung pag nakita mo lang, memorize mo na agad. So let's go back to it. Are we studying for the sake of doing it? Nag-aral ba tayo kasi may test lang? Dapat nag-aaral tayo kasi gusto nating mag-aral and we enjoy doing it because we have a goal to reach. Sana meron tayong na-set up na goal. Number 2, studying by impulse. Have you experienced doing your homework, reviewing for an exam, or doing your project without analyzing how they should be prioritized and scheduled? If so, then you must have felt overwhelmed, stressed, or anxious how to do it all at the same time. It may be a result of lack of careful planning and assessment of your task to do. Parang ano yun parang kasi kailangan ng gawin, tapusin na natin. Wala kasi tayong plano. Hindi natin napaprioritize kung alin yung dapat ay unahin. So, kaya meron tayo dapat ng mga planner or schedule. You may also account for other considerations to strategically sequence your activities. Pag sinabing strategically sequence, diyan nakakatulong yung paglalagay natin ng mga deadlines. So, naka-tab. Meron tayong tabs. Tapos, dun sa tabs, Halimbawa, sa subject, Filipino, tapos uh, gawain 1, and then the deadline. So, nilalagay natin yun para napaprioritize din natin kung alin yung uunahin natin. Hindi yung, ay, mamaya na to kasi madali lang to. Hindi porke madali lang, iuhuli mo na. At hindi rin porke madali lang, uunahin mo na. Kumbaga, tignan din natin yung kung saan mas giging maayos ang outcome ng ating mga activity. Keep in mind that the clearer your study plan is, the more chances of accomplishing it well without feeling too much anxiety. Magpapasa o para makapagpasa lang. Coming teachers, we are looking for students' effort. Kasi pasa lang, nag-submit lang. Kaya nga ako nire-require ko kapag may mga pinapagawa akong activity, gusto ko handwritten. Because there is effort. Ma'am, pangit po sulat ko, I don't care. Kung pangit na sulat mo, gawa ka ng paraan para gumanda ang sulat mo. That is called effort. Eh ma'am, magpiprint na lang ako. No, kasi pag nagprint mo, tuldok-tuldok lang yan. I want to see effort. At kapag nagsulat kasi, kaya nga nasabi ko kanina, dumadaan sa ating mga isip kung ilang ulit. Di po ba? May kausap pa po ba ako? Magawa ng reviewer. That's good, that's good. Okay. Yung iba po. Can you react? Can you react on the thank you? Sige nga po, kung para malaman ko kung may kausap pa po ako. Can you react on the thank you that I posted sa comment? Can you see the comment? Ayan. Ayan, hindi ko makita yung aking comment. Okay. So let's go on. We are in number 3. Studying long but still unproductive. You need to be mindful that what time of the day your mind works well and very receptive to learn. So ayan, may oras kung kailan naiiwan sa utak natin yung ating mga pinag-aaralan. Okay, so yan, merong 50 na nag-react. Thank you, thank you. So, ibig sabihin ay nandito pa kayo. Okay, again, you need to be mindful what time of the day your mind works well and very receptive to learn. Try to notice yourself when you are at your best reviewing and in doing your project among other activities while also considering other things like physical setup, deadlines, and health condition. So, other consideration ito, yung environment natin. Kapag gagawa ba tayo, meron tayong space para gumawa. Yung deadlines natin, is it this day, tomorrow, or isang oras na lang ipapasa na. And of course, your health condition, kapag hindi maganda pakaramdam mo, syempre, hindi maganda yung magagawa mo. Pero take note na aralin natin, kailan tayo pa nakakapag-aral ng maigi? Kapag ba pagkagising? Syempre, pag bago matulog, pagod na yung ating mga isip, di ba? So, sa atin, so for example, ako, pag ako ay nagbabasa, pag ako ay nag-aaral, mas naiiwan talaga sa isip ko kapag 1 hour, 2 hours after pagkagising. Kakain muna, tapos yun, saka ako magbabasa. Mas kasi syempre yung utak ay nakapagpahinga pa. Bagong gising pa. Pero kayo nga, kayong bagong generation, iba-iba yung natin, yung mga study habits natin eh. Kayo, nakakapag-aral kayo kahit may nakasalpak na earphone, headset sa tenga ninyo, di ba? Parang, kayo, anong tawag doon? Nakalimutan ko yung term. Pero you can do multitasking, doing 2 or 3 things at the same time. Nagdo-drawing, tapos nakikinig sa music at the same time. Mga ganun. Eh, kaming mga thunders, lang kami, iisa lang ang focus namin kasi namamali kami. Nangyari sa amin yan, share ko lang. Yung may sinusulat ako, tapos yung katabi ko ay kinausap ako. So kung ano yung sinabi niya, yun ay naisulat ko. Pero kayo, mas madali ang focus ninyo eh. Kasi gano'n na daw yung ninyo, yung genetics. Anong tawag doon? Ganun na yung niyo, yung ano bang term? Kasi nga, yung ibang ano na eh, ibang generation na kayo. Generation X ba? Generation Z? Kami ay generation na iwanan na. This is one activity or one suggestion. Organizing all requirements and tasks before you start doing them. Again, organizing all requirements. Kumpletuhin muna bago magsimula. As a junior high school learner, you have a lot of subjects to take. Totoo, lalo na kayong special science curriculum. Naturally, your teachers will give you assignments, projects, paperworks, exams, and many more, and many, many more. If you let those things pile up, you are creating a gigantic opponent that will soon knock you out. Na-imagine ko yung yung ring. Tapos kayo ay boxer. Tapos ang kalaban ninyo sa boxing ay pile of paper. Tapos mas malaki sa inyo. Once the tasks are given to you, include them in your calendar as part of your schedule on a particular day. In this way, you are doing it in piecemeal, which prevent you from harboring fear of failing the subjects. Kasi, habang mas mahaba pa yung panahon natin na na gumawa para do sa task, mas marami din tayo may isip sana na technique kung paano natin mapaganda yung task na yon. Yung iba naman, pagkaalam pa lang ng kanilang task ay nakakagawa na, gumagawa na, kaya kasi ayaw ng ma-pile up. Pero ito, kapag naayos natin yung mga requirements, yung mga tasks, or having a plan or organize yung things natin, nakalista kung alin at kailan ang gagawin at ipapasa yung mga tasks natin, nakakatulong sa atin. Tapos, yung pag-i-schedule nga natin, sabi nga ni Miss President, diba, time management is the key, sabi ni Allen. Tsaka kapag malapit na yung deadline, aminin natin, nakakaramdam tayo ng takot. Minsan sa amin, teachers ganun eh. O, ipapasa na yung ganito. Gagawa daw tayo ng ganung report. Okay, kailan napapasa? Ngayon na. What? Kaya kailangan yung mga data namin laging available. Sa bagay, andun din naman yung mga USB. Tsaka buti na lang, nauso yung yung cloud setup, yung saving ganun. Kahit nawala yung USB mo. Pero ayoko mawala yung USB ko. Okay, number 5, malapit na po tayo. Dismissing things that you didn't understand or you don't understand. Pag di mo alam, wag mo nang pakialaman. Pwede ba yon? Kasi ganito, there are times that teachers ask you, do you have questions, class? And everyone says none. Pero yung totoo, meron. The truth of the matter is, it's either they just want to end the lesson and do something else, or they totally got the lessons. So, mas maganda kung naintindihan talaga yung lesson, di ba? Yan, Gen Z daw, nabasa ko po. Yes, you are Gen Z. However, there are times that test scores say otherwise because you miss that opportunity to clarify or unlock your difficulty. It resulted in a failing score. You have to be particular on the things that you don't understand in a lesson and have the initiative to deal with your teacher during or even after classes. Asking help you Asking help from your high-performing classmate would also facilitate your comprehension. No, pwede magtanong sa kaklaseng magaling, pero pwede magtanong kung paano sagutin, hindi pwede magtanong kung ano ang sagot. Naintindihan niyo ako doon? You may ask our classmates. We can share the activity to our classmates na nagtatanong. O yan yung assignment natin. O ito yung assignment. Just the questions on the assignments, but not the answers. Ha? Tulungan natin yung kaklase natin na mag-isip. Okay po? So ito, sinasabi, pag kalimitan to eh. May tanong kayo pag nag-lesson. Do you have any other questions? Silence. So wala po. Wala po. Sabihin, wala po. Tapos kapag nagpapasagot na sa kami mga tanong-tanong. Kasi lagi naman tayong may tanong. Now, if you have questions, please don't hesitate to ask the questions to your teachers. Unang-una, as I always say, do not antagonize your teacher. wag niyong gawing kontrabida sa buhay ninyo si teacher. Magtanong kay teacher at magtanong ng maayos. Opo. At minsan, yung tanong na natin, yun din ang tanong ng kaklase natin. Wag nang maghintayan, ikaw na yung magsabi. Ano po? Para lahat ay happy, lahat ay nalinawan. Kasi si teacher, pag sinabi ni teacher, do you have any other questions, children? Class, do you have anything to clarify? None, teacher. Wala po, teacher. So si teacher feeling, mabuti naman, so I can give this quiz na. Pagkakuha ng quiz, oh my gulay, ang baba nila. Ano nangyari? Kasi hindi nilinaw yung bahagi na hindi naintindihan. So, pwede tayong magtanong. Di ba may commercial nga yung sikat na sikat? Huwag mahihiyang magtanong. At pag nagtanong ka, hindi ka naman babarilin sa luneta. 6. Having random notes and confusing learning space. Ay, dalawa yon. Random notes. Have you experienced writing notes on a random paper or notebook? It is definitely not a good practice for someone who wants their thoughts organized. It will give you difficulties to retrieve your lessons and add up to your task. Delegating a certain excuse me po, nasa labas po kasi ako kaya yung tricycle. Ulit. Delegating a certain folder or notebook for each subject will make you segregate and organize the lesson well. It is also important to take notes of the modules or learning kits as you read. Nakakatulong talaga yung pag-take down notes. Your notes will help you remember the good points you may need during examinations. Without notes, you will need a reread and review the entire modules before the test. Your notes will help you save time and easily recall the main points. Opo. Yung mga keywords, yung mga basic, yung mga important details sa mga nilalagay natin sa mga notebook, di ba? Kaya nga notes, important notes to remember. Mga importanteng mga bagay na dapat ay matandaan at kinakailangan nating balikan kapag tayo ay nagre-review. So, having random notes, for example, nailagay lang sa isang scratch paper, and then naitapon yung scratch paper, alam ko, naisulat ko yun eh. Oo, naisulat mo, pero saan? Kaya nga dapat meron din tayong notebook. Ma'am, hindi naman po kayo nagpa-require ng notebook. It is your study technique to have your own notebook. May mga nagtatanong, ma'am, nagpa-require po ba kayo ng notebook ngayong first quarter? Actually, hindi. Pero, nag-expect kami na nag-notes kayo para meron kayong reviewhan. Pero sabi ko, by second quarter, I will be requiring you to have your notebook na po. Kasi kapag meron lang kayong mga random notes, katulad na rin nito ng having a confusing learning space. So, meron kayong study table, pero sa labat naman yung nakalagay. Ang magulong study table, magulo din yung takbo ng utak. 7, having a crunch time for exams the next day. Test na bukas. Oh my God, test na bukas. Hindi pa ako nag-aaral. You might have experienced trying to absorb all the lessons for a long test or even important performance tasks the next day. It's like you are getting food that are hard to chew. Hirap nguyain. Making it tidbits by setting time to concentrate and focus on certain parts of test coverage would make your life easier. It pays to be organized and disciplined in carrying out these things. Lagi tayong bumabalik sa pagiging organized, sa pagkakaroon ng maayos na schedule. Ganun naman po talaga eh. Kasi kapag yung merong exam tapos magre-review ka lang para sa exam, tawag dito yung hindi mo naman inaral ng buo, para parang papasadahan mo lang kasi nga may test, hindi mo maaral maigi, lalong magugulo yung utak natin. Isipin niyo yung brain cells ninyo na na natataranta sa inyong pagre-review. Syempre, pag natataranta yung mga brain cells natin, may maiiwan bang mga ideas sa kanila? Baka hindi, kasi natataranta nga sila, nanginginig sila. So, they are shaking, therefore, the ideas shake off. Naisip niyo ba? Kasi, di ba, basa-basa kayo, sa mga brain cells niyo nagbabasa din dahil nanginginig sila. nalaglag din sa kanila yung yung mga idea. So dapat ay relax din kayo habang nagre-review para relax din ng ating brain cells. So again, na ano ko na naman kayo mga Gen Z, what is your way to relax? Ma'am, listening to music. O kaya may mga nakasalpak sa tainga. Basta yung paalala kapag yung headphone ninyo, headphone, headset, dapat hindi naririnig nung katabi ninyo yung sound kasi kapag ganun daw, excuse me ulit sa tricycle, excuse me, sorry po, pag ganun daw, pag naririnig na ng katabi ninyo yung tunog na galing sa inyong headphone, masyado nang mataas ang decibels, concentrated na sa inyong tainga, masisira na inyong tainga. Okay. Number 8, multitasking while studying. Ito yung sinasabi ko. It's typical nowadays for some learners like you to go online on social media, watch TV, or even listen to music while studying. Yes, ganyan kayo. For some, they claim that it works for them, but it actually prevents them from being 100% focused. Try to remove distraction from your study area and be mindful of what you're doing. You will get to appreciate the details and even the areas for improvement if you are doing a school project or reading. Ito yung sa multitasking, children, based on study, yun nga, this Gen Z, you can do this, multitasking. Pero kung hindi na-apply sa'yo, kung nalilito ka lalo, alisin natin. Technically, basically, daw, kayo ay capable sa ganun. Pero kung ikaw mismo, when you do multitasking during review or in doing activity, at yung activity na ginawa mo for school is not that very good, hindi maayos, or kulang sa, hindi nakakuha ng mataas na score, then maybe you have to adjust. Ito yung sinasabi na natin na ineffective. You will also easily understand the concept and ideas of the lesson if you turn off your TV, music, social media, or anything that distracts you. Again, anything that distracts you. Yung nakakasira sa concentration mo. Now, if listening to music soothes you up, relaxes you, bakit mo tatanggalin? Kung nakakasira lang sa concentration mo, saka mo aalisin. Okay po? 9. Repeating the ineffective study habits and mistakes. Alam mo nang hindi magandang study habit, bakit mo pa gagawin? So, tanggalin na yan. Kung nadidistract ka sa habang nagpe-play ang anime, habang ikaw ay gumagawa ng project, tigilan mo na muna yung paggawa ng project. Ay hindi, tigilan mo na muna yung panonood ng anime. You can have... Bakit mo yun yung nasabi ko? You have to make use of those insights and avoid putting yourself in a problematic situation. Kailan ba tayo na problema? Kapag pasahan na at wala pa tayong ipapasa. The courage and willingness to break those ineffective study habits and upgrade the effective ones. Ginagamit ko. Okay. Huwag kang maingay. Charles, ba't ganyan? Jermaine, naka-ano ka pa? Naka-all caps ka pa. Pero nabawi ko naman na inayos ko. Alisin, tigilan ang panonood ng anime o kung ano mang pinakikinggan. Tapusin muna ang project. Ba't kasi yun ang nasabi ko? This is the last one na. This is the last one. Share your thoughts and feelings. On a short bond paper, draw a symbol that would remind you to become a better student this year. Grade 10. Symbol. It could be something that will direct you to break the faulty study habit or give you a motivation to pursue learning and finish your activities. Try to use coloring materials if available. Ma'am, saan po ipapasa? Dito po sa ating page, sa Facebook page po natin. So, drawing lang, symbol lang that will remind you to become a better student. So, for example, ako, if I am a student, ang i-drawing ko ay isang, tawag dito, yung opisina. magandang office chair. Tapos yung malinis, maayos. Kasi gusto ko magtrabaho sa isang magandang sa isang office. For example, yung sa abogado. Pangarap ko yun dati eh. I wanted to be a lawyer, pero ang layo ng narating ko. Naging teacher. Hindi daw ako pang abogado kasi baka lahat ng kaso talo. You understand the lesson? Teka. Si mamang kulit. Asan na ako? Ayan. I feel attacked. Bakit naman? Sino to? I feel attacked, sabi niya. Nakalagay lang Facebook user. Sino yung I feel attacked? Ang layo, ang layo. Ayan. Si James ba yan? Kasi ang lumalabas lang Facebook user eh, no? Okay. Now, ito yung tanong. You have questions? Do you have questions? Ito na naman tayo eh. You have questions? Ako hindi ako makapag-post. Dito na nga lang ako magpo-post. Post sa group page. Ayan. Tignan ko nga kung lalabas. O, ba't sa akin lumabas? May pangalan. O, ayan. Post sa group page ang drawing. Okay? So, yun po. Now, if you do not have any questions, wala pong tanong, o maaari na po tayong mag-end sa ating maikling lesson ng homeroom. Pero, children, every Friday po tayo ha. Every Friday. So, yung schedule ninyo, okay na po ba? Okay naman po. Paano kaya ito mag-invite? Sa susunod nga, mag-invite ako ng yung magsasalita kasama ko. If you have no more questions or clarifications, nakalagay naman na dyan, na ipopost lang sa page ang ating drawing. There's no explanation needed, just the drawing. Yun lang po, ha? Okay po. Opo. Ang bait. Opo. Sino kaya ito nag-opo? Bakit kaya walang pangalan? Okay na also, I will end this broadcast. Shout out ulit sa 10 Aristotle. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Nakapost naman po ito. Kailan po ang deadline, ma'am? Ito tayo sa mga deadline. Ma'am, pwede po Gmeet po next time? Pwede naman po. Yes po. Gmeet tayo. Kailan ang deadline? Kailan ang deadline? So today is Friday. Your deadline will be Thursday. Next Thursday. Para meron kayong 1 week para mag-drawing. Para maganda-ganda yung inyong drawing na magagawa. Okay? So we are on 50 minutes na. Pero lamang pa dyan kasi umulit tayo, diba? So thank you, Aristotle. You may have your lunch. Po. Ano kaya to? Yes po. Sige po. I will end my broadcast. God bless. God bless. Bye-bye.